good day for chasing dreams like lazy fireflies. Lay your head down and close your sleepy eyes. It's been a good day for chasing dreams like lazy fireflies, where the wild things may go, well, nobody knows, but wherever they are, there must be somewhere out there wishing on the same bright stars. Don't forget to count your blessings with your sheep, and when you drift off to Wonderland, I pray your dreams are sweet, while the wild things run free. Well, you'll be sound asleep, and wherever they are, they must be somewhere out there wishing. Don't you think they must be wishing on the same bright star? Where the wild things may go, well, nobody knows, but wherever they are, they must be somewhere out there wishing. Don't you think they must be wishing? Yeah, I bet they must be wishing on the same bright stars. Lay your head down and close your sleepy eyes.